Hola, Kinalito, aka Mahali Selepe, the girl that calls for countries home. Welcome to my channel, you guys. Mwah. You are truly and surely loved. If you are new here, welcome to the family. Join my family by clicking that subscribe button. Okay, guys, this is a remake. A couple of you know exactly what I'm talking about, how devastated I was when I accidentally deleted the video I had before. I thought I'll wait for this to dry, it got cleaned and everything, so I can wear the exact same thing I was wearing and hopefully I can feel the exact same way. Guys, I was looking amazing. It was popping, like that video was everything, but it was not to be. I had makeup and everything, so today I do not. I'm on my way to get my eyebrows threaded, so yeah, I don't want to be smudged, if I draw my eyebrows and everything. So we shall talk after that. I love you guys. Hey guys, I think it makes sense to continue in the car for continuity, because the previous video I was in the car as well. But anywho, there's no time to go home because I want to record this now in between, while I'm in between things. Goodness, it's so hot. Okay, I'll open the other windows. How are we, me darlings? You guys, I love you. So you guys, what? 500 and something views on that video in 1 week. The video that this one is a follow-up to, the video that was saying dealing with sexual desires. You guys like things. You like things. No, I think from there I realized how many of us actually are in the same boat. A lot of people I got so many inboxes. People who know me WhatsApped me, Messenger, and there were people that I didn't know too well. And I'm glad they felt free enough to share with me their stories. You guys, if you see the comments, the comment section for that video, and I'm not even feeling free to talk about this, oh goodness, what shall I do? But surely no one is near enough to hear, because I want to shout, I want to talk. But guys, thank you so much for sharing your stories. Oh goodness, some really, really painful stuff. And I think honestly, guys, it should be a sin. I think it is a sin to withhold sex from your spouse. It's sin. 10 years. 10 years. Someone shared in the comment section, 10 years sexless marriage. You deserve hell. Okay? If you are doing that to your spouse, you deserve hell. I said it. But I will add, we all deserve hell. Okay? Because we have all fallen and come short of the glory of God. So we all deserve hell. But because God is so good, He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, that whoever believes should not perish. That means should not die eternally, but that we should have eternal life instead of eternal death. Anyway, so guys, in my previous video I did not acknowledge widows and widowers, and I do apologize, guys, but I think you related, like as in the information there was relevant to you guys as well, right? So yeah, it's not because it was not discrimination at all. Yeah, guys, so people have been asking me, so where are the answers? What must to happen? You left us with questions, and honestly, I was asking from the bottom of my heart as well, that like, what should we do? What should happen? Like, how whom? Yeah, how do we deal with that? From Christian standpoint, we're struggling so much. So many people are struggling. The best of Christians are struggling. The worst, we're all struggling, okay? But I thought I'll just come and say so this is, even though this is some sort of follow-up, but there'll probably be a part 3 at some point once I feel I have the answers. But at the moment, I have some sort of answers. Firstly, it is difficult recording this because I had already recorded this and it was so good and popping, as I said. It was really flowing. It was awesome. But I deleted it by mistake. Anywho, but I still feel like this has to be said. Okay, maybe it's not gonna be as, I think the other one was probably a bit more naughty or whatever. I don't know. I tried. I removed quite a lot of controversial things that I had said on there. But yeah, anywho, I don't know. Here it is. We're doing this again. Maybe it was meant to be done in the car, just like the other one. We're still keeping the theme, the pink theme. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, as a woman, I don't know about men, practical ways to deal with sexual desires, and you really do not want to disappoint God and yourself, because the Bible says you sin against yourself, you sin against your own body when you get into sexual relations with someone other than your spouse. Also important to note, maybe important, that as someone said on the comment section, sexual sin is not worse than other sins. It's still sin all the same, but do not be engaged in sexual sin if you can help it. Do not plan it. Don't plan any sin, because just like how the laws work, if anything that's premeditated, you get a longer sentence for. So if you don't premeditate it, but also do not put yourself in situations where it could happen. Which brings me to solutions, how to deal with sexual desires. Be as clear. For us ladies, it's worse when we are at that time of the month, when you're ovulating. This reminds me of Kansime N. There's a video that's been, that got forwarded to me. It wasn't a YouTube link or I'd share that. It was a video on WhatsApp. Kansime is going on a blind date, and she's shocked to see, she's calling to see, okay, where's the person I'm meeting? The guy who answers is just behind her. He looks good. He's like, Kansime is like, wait, you're the person meeting me? He's like, yeah. He's got his shades and everything. And then Kansime sits down, like, are you sure you know what she's like? And then the guy's like, you look really good, ma'am. Me, I look good. And then the guy sort of leans over to come closer to her, to chat to her. She's like, wait. Stay there. Move back, please, move back. It's like, I'm ovulating. Please, don't. Oh goodness, I could so relate. Like, please don't come next to me. Not now. So yeah, if you know you're ovulating, if you know you've been thinking of things, stay home. Cold shower. Stay home. Be okay. All right. But try not to think of such things. Be careful. Be mindful what you watch, what you see. Guard your heart and mind. Do not be watching those 18 plus things. Do not be watching any age-rated things. Do not be opening any videos that are naughty. You know your friends that forward you such things. You know there's kinds of groups that you're in. Oh my days. I'm gonna boil like anything. I'm closing the windows. I am gonna boil. You know the groups where you send each other naughty stuff? Block, delete. Don't be in that group until you're okay. Okay? I mean, you shouldn't even be in that group in the first place. But yeah, avoid watching things that will make you feel that way or think that way. Avoid conversations that go there. Avoid any friendships that where you can't just, just talking normal things. Flirtatious friendships, The other thing that helps, that's a tip that I was given. You can to relieve yourself, if you already feel like that, that's how you feel. You can go in the shower, turn the water on, the tap on, like as you're showering or whatever. That water, as it comes out of the shower, from the shower head, take the shower head off the shower thingy, put that shower head down there. Hey, I tell you, the pots happen. You can even cry. Okay, yeah. That water, as it hits you there in places, man. Woo, woo, woo. So yeah, that helps a lot. Depending on how conservative you are, you can, play with yourself, to satisfy yourself. You know where you like to be touched and stuff. And you could also get some adult toys to help you out, to aid you. But yeah, those kinds of things help a lot. So it depends on what works for you. Because also someone said to me as well that, your first spouse, like for the divorced, they said your spouse still counts as your spouse, according to heaven, because your first marriage never ends. So I did try and look it up. I could not find a biblical reference, so that's why I will not use that one. But what I was gonna say is, what this person said to me is, if you guys separated on good terms, or if you still talk and stuff, you and your ex-husband can still help each other, be friends with benefit. But because I could not find the verse that supports, the only verse Jesus said there's no marriage in heaven, I couldn't find, there were, Jesus also said, like, he was referring to, I think, what was said by Moses, that you have heard it said that if you marry, if you leave your wife, you make her commit adultery when she moves on with someone else. And you also commit adultery moving on with someone else. And I think that's where this understanding comes from, that therefore, because you're committing adultery with your second spouse, it means your first spouse, it is not adultery, whether or not you're still married, because it doesn't even count. The divorce doesn't count. I don't know. Let's not go there. It gets... because if he's married, if she's married, and you're still busy doing your thing, hey, I think we all know the pain of a husband doing that to you, and the pain of a wife doing that to you. And I think that's what I would say, like, mainly for people who are just struggling, who are just attracted to other people. Also, I just feel like we need to, as a church, our churches need to have some support groups where people are able to talk about these things, where people are able to discuss things that bother them. We all know we are sinners, you know. We need to stop judging. And I think we need a safe, open space where people can just be there and say, goodness, I struggle. I am married. I love my wife. There's nothing wrong with my wife, but I am still sexually attracted to people when I see them. You know, we need a safe platform where we can talk, because that's therapy. And sometimes just talking about something, it loses its strength and power and hold on you, because you've spoken about it. You start feeling, you know, I'm not even attracted anymore to people. But also the support groups, you know, prayer groups, people pray for you for practical things, and then, you know, you win over such things, you know. Ideally, of course, we would have marriages where we're able to talk as partners to say, you know, I find so and so sexually attractive, you know, and you can talk without, you know, without feeling rejection or feeling jealous or feeling offended or feeling pained or disrespected. You know, that would be an ideal marriage, to be able to talk about such things, not to say, oh, let's bring a third person. No, that is messed up. Okay, I don't know, you guys do whatever you need to, whatever, but that is not the ideal. That's not God's ideal. And as God's people, we need to live the ideal, you know. And by living ideal, you know, we can only do that through Him. We can't on our own. We can only accomplish and achieve through Him. And God cares. Let's call upon Him whenever we feel those kinds of things, those kinds of temptations. Do not hate yourself. Do not think you're sinful. You're not the most sinful person. You're a sinner, just like a liar, just like a whatever, whoever steals, whoever kills. We're all sinners. Okay. Oh my days. Woo! It is hot. So I think be open with God. God knows your struggles, but He wants you to talk to Him. And God can. Okay. God knows your struggle. God cares. He loves you, and He cares that you are horny. He does. Don't ever think that whoever says God doesn't, they don't know God. Okay. God cares that you are horny. You need to talk to Him, to tell Him, Lord, I need help. You know, and God will guide you to either things to listen to, people to talk to, or something to really take your mind off that. The other thing that's truly helpful is being busy. Busy. Be busy. Be busy. Okay? Find things to do for other people. Who to gain? Give back. Yeah. Give back of yourself. Sacrifice your time, sacrifice your means, and help other people. Just get your mind busy with other things that don't involve sex. Also the gym helps with releasing all that tension. Keep busy, keep fit, take on new hobbies, get a personal trainer, work on that six-pack, you know, something to look forward to, something you are working towards that releases, and just skips, burpees, whatever. If you feel like, hey, but yeah, cold shower. Yeah. What else? I think, yeah, those are the tips, you know, and truly true condolences to widows and widowers. Oh, yours is a difficult one, because he you know, as someone who's in a situation has said, you know, he's gone, she's gone, but you know, he hasn't taken away your sexual desires. What are you to do now? You know, you're still mourning him. You can't be expected to be moving on. You know, even though our marital vows say till death do us part, this is your person. You're married to them. You're still married to them. They're your person. And hopefully you can get a spouse that you know, one day when you are ready to move on. And also just to highlight, moving on with someone else is not betrayal to your love with your late spouse. It is not, you're not saying that didn't matter. You're not saying you don't love them anymore. You're not saying you're forgetting about them. No. You're just starting something else that is new and special in its own kind of way, and it's not in any way taking away from what special thing you had with your spouse before. And hopefully you marry someone who understands this, someone who doesn't try to compete with your late spouse, but someone who understands that you love your spouse. You didn't stop loving them just because they died. You still love them, and at the same time you love them. So you are in love with two people, and it's fine. You know, someone who's able to celebrate your late spouse with you and make you feel comfortable with mourning them in their presence. Yeah. Stay strong, guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoy this. Goodness, I am boiling. What? I'm gonna start my car now. Woo! Yes, guys, keep strong. Keep praying. Stay on your knees. You know, keep reading the Bible, Proverbs. You know, Daniel. People struggled. People struggled in the Bible. As you saw, God even allowed people to marry more than one wife. You know, I would have liked to see a situation where God allows women to marry more than one husband. But God allowed it, and he even said to David, why kill Uriah? You could have told me that you want someone else, and I would have given you another wife. Why kill this man only to marry his wife? You know, so someone else's husband, someone else's wife is a complete no-no. Okay, guys? But God understands. You see, he understood so much that he even twisted his own rules of one Adam and one wife, one Eve, because he knew we have these desires. I mean, what was Solomon doing with almost 1,000 women, honestly now? Like, that was just... when do you even sleep with them? Once every 100 years. But yeah, God allowed that because he understood. So my point is, God understands. So pray about it, talk to him about it, read his word, stay on your knees, drink water, eat healthily. That is the other thing. Eating healthily. That helps so much in balancing your hormones. Eat those vegetables, man. The more raw they are, the better. Drink water, stay active, sunlight. Listen, exercise, wake up early, exercise, read, pray, be kind, make friends, enjoy life, look after yourself, go for massages. Listen, next thing you know, you'll be 80 and you'll be fine. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, but remember that God loves you even more. And that is true. Ciao, ciao. Hella, you've watched everything. Thank you so much for watching everything. Now don't forget to subscribe and go back to my other videos and scroll and scroll and scroll and watch everything. There's very good things in here, very good interesting things. You are number one. Now thank you and take care of yourself.